Hi all, let's do a group of 3 rated puzzles, and you can actually do now this switch, by the way, show only puzzles 3 out of 5 or more. So I'm going to do that actually in advance, and let's go through with min puzzle rating, so 3 out of 5. Okay, let's see. Queen h7, king takes. Can't see anything immediately there actually. And queen h6, rook takes. Then actually there's queen h7. Hang on. So we can threaten mate. This is just looking at forcing moves really. But intuitively I felt, okay, there must be something. There's resources around the king here intuitively before even prioritizing candidate moves. So yeah, queen h6 actually blocks in the king there, weakness of the last move, which is another kind of intuitive thing we can think about. What are we actually creating when we do a move like this? We're creating a blockage. So queen h7 then mate. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. I'll give that a 7 as well. Okay, so let's go on to another one. So white to play here. Intuitively, yeah, there's some pressure on the d file. There's a knight which is attacked. Okay, knight is not that great there. f6 is a nice forcing move intuitively, potentially. Bishop g5 is another one. In fact, with the forcing moves alone, something sparks up. I see something. Do you? Just looking at forcing moves here. This battery is also quite powerful, of course. Batteries are really not to be underestimated. They can create much more tactical power than you can imagine. I think based actually on the battery intuitively, there is actually, when we prioritize the forcing moves, be aware we're going to celebrate this battery really. Can you see a move which is very forcing? A forcing sequence. I can see one. I'm going to try it now based on the battery. So that has really prioritized the forcing moves, which I've already seen a bit, but now if you look intuitively, I think it's f6. Because now this battery can be celebrated with rook takes f6 and bishop g5. Yeah. Okay, that was in Najdorf against Bolboshan. And let's have a quick look at that game. So a King's Engine with the old knight BDC, might be d7 system. So it does, yeah, looks as though that was a nice little tactic. Whoa, it's unfortunate for black. He didn't seem to do too much wrong, but was blasted there. Yeah. Okay, one more. So you can see, yeah, that the minimum puzzle rating shown, we're in that mode. You can switch mode then now. So here, white's play here. Intuitively, yeah, there's pressure on the d file. There's potential pin here on the c6 pawn intuitively. We can open up the bishop. I'm wondering about this discovery on the queen as well. This again, it looks as though the queen's connected to the rook here, as though we can, it's almost a loose piece intuitively. I wonder if that's an important fact. I think it might be. I think I've seen a forcing sequence now which is based on that intuitive thing that it's almost a loose piece. Can you see there's a if we prioritize now forcing moves, there's one which can try and disconnect the queen from the rook actually, which can lead to that. I think I've seen it. Have you? I'll give you 5 seconds, or you might want to pause the video here. Okay, I think it is actually based on this pinned pawn, knight b5. So it's opening up the staring of the queen, trying to disconnect the queen from the rook. And I hope you can see now, we can actually play bishop takes, I think. Hold on. Okay, well now I've got the first move. This is not right, isn't it? Because I was thinking this and that, but actually queen takes b6 holds d8 again. Unless there's something deeper than that, there could be something a little bit deeper here. Which I'm missing. Yeah. Instead of bishop takes b6, we can have the same idea with bishop b4, but then knight c4. So that's intriguing. Wow. There's a bit of magic here. Hold on. So intuitively, what we're seeing here, we've opened that line. This is on the first step for this puzzle. But bishop takes, not completely convinced. Queen takes, then what? What's the big deal? Not queen c5? I don't think so. Doesn't have to be taken in. In fact, it's got f8 anyway to come back to. So what is the big deal here? Oh, there's another way which is more effective than bishop takes b6. I've just seen. Yeah, actually there is another way. The queen's actually unprotected as well, and we want to try and make this unprotected. But both of these are potentially, they're fragile. They just need to have their disconnection taken out. You know, we need to disconnect them, but this doesn't disconnect them actually. But there is a move that does, which is forcing here. I think it's this queen f4. Yeah. Let's have a quick review on that again. Oh, so really it wasn't about the c file. I thought it was about the c file. It's actually also about this diagonal. It's getting out of the way to create the queen f4 resource. That first move. That's very, very cunning stuff, tactically. So it's an unfortunate situation for black where the queen is having to hold on for dear life to the rook, but is magnetized away because it's attacked. Let's have a look at knight e8. Don't tell me. No, we just take here. The game can't be flawed. So knight takes, then we just take. So knight that was really clever, really clever. Okay, man, Nelson. There's a bit quick butchers of the game as well, since we're only doing 3 puzzles in these sessions now. But the innovation, as I wanted to mention, if you want to check that out, there's a switch now. You can just auto filter those that have a high rating, or a good rating. It's an interesting game. So that's the Rubinstein variation. So with knight e2, then taking on d5, then fianchettoing the bishop, and there is a certain amount of pressure. Taking with the pawn, yeah, there's a certain amount of pressure. Something went wrong here. This was a clever little trick, where actually things are starting to go wrong for black. Yes, as soon as that contact made on the d file, because the thing is, there's disconnections already between the rook and the bishop and this rook. That is amazing how it's totally exploited there brutally. Yeah. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed these 3 things, and check out this flip switch now. So you can either show all puzzles, or you can do a minimum puzzle rating of 3 out of 5 to save a lot of time, more entertaining, more intense sessions yourself, even if you're not doing a video. Okay, comments, questions, likes, appreciated. Thanks so much.